tonight, guys, what's new? We're doing San Diego Brew again.
What? You know what? We would probably do other beers if San Diego just wasn't absolutely dominating the microbrew industry. It's everywhere
Seriously.
we turn. Every time we're like, oh, blindly grabbing a 22. Weird. It's from San Diego.
It's a little weird. We could walk into any local liquor store right now, close our eyes, and do this one, and have probably about a 70% chance we're going to grab a San Diego beer.
And no joke, guys. I think I might have mentioned this once before. 30th Avenue down in South Park and North Park, it stretches from like Hamilton's all the way to Lost Abbey, I believe.
Yes.
Was named the Vegas Strip of craft brew in the United States. It's like we just, god damn, San Diego, one more thing that we do well, craft brew. 70-degree weather.
That is pretty amazing.
Smiles and sunshine.
Smiles and sunshine. And Shamu.
Shamu indeed. I saw the new Shamu.
Even though there was a shark sighting this week twice. You know what? Welcome, sharks. I think you want to be here too.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be when you have beer like this all over the place? Pat, speaking of beaches and sharks and
that was
beer.
a good transition, actually.
Yeah, right?
What are we doing tonight?
What do we got tonight? Oh, I was going to say that. We got Wipeout. What do we got? Wipeout IPA by Port Brewing out of San Marcos.
Out of San Marcos, California.
San Diego, California.
We're reaching that San Marcos, so we're reaching like the northern tip of San Diego, but you know what? You're still within the region, and you respect
it's
that.
It's still San Diego. We're not giving you up to Orange County yet.
San Marcos down to IB, man. Way to go.
By the way, we recently got turned on to this beer from...
We went to a local beer event called
Green Drinks.
Green Drinks at Local Habit, and we met the owner there recently, and the owner was actually a really cool guy. I'm completely blanking on his name, but he was a cool dude, and he introduced us to Wipeout, and he said, you guys need to try this because Sculpin was out of tap. We wanted Sculpin. I wanted Sculpin by Ballast Point.
We just reviewed Sculpin by Ballast Point, and we're like, oh my god, we like that beer. And
completely amped. You guys all know.
Yeah, went to who we thought was just a waiter or bartender, and was like,
that one.
Oh my god, yeah, we just want something like a hoppier, fuller, cloudy kind of IPA. And he's like, oh, you gotta try the Wipeout IPA. And ended up knowing a ton about the beer, and you're like, oh my gosh, when do you go to a place where the bartender or waiter knows this much about the beer?
Slash the owner.
Yeah, besides like Hamilton's or something. And it turned out to be the owner of the restaurant. And I gotta tell you, if you're in San Diego and you like craft brew and you're just kind of trying to think of a new venue, check out, what was it?
Local Habit up on
Local
5th
Habit.
Avenue between Robinson and Washington, I think it was, or University of Washington.
It's a pizzeria, but it might as well be like a place where you can just go and taste like craft brew. They actually had a cask. It was
badass. They had good beer on tap. We had some 15th anniversary from Stone, some Racer, some Wipeout, some Sculpin, among other stuff, though.
Really
let's get into this beer, though. I mean, let's talk about this for a second. Port Brewing. This guy gets about a 3 on the color scale, 1 being Bud Light, 10 being Rasputin.
I'm going to go higher than that. Although it's not as dark in color, it's absolutely cloudy. I'm going to give it a 4.5.
No Waka's eye.
No, Walker's.
It's got a nice foamy head. I think Scott just maybe poured mine a little bit frothy.
Just a little bit.
But Port Brewing, Wipeout IPA.
I poured mine like a champion, and it still has a good head on it. And I was once told, a true man drinks to the head of the beer.
We're actually drinking those out of an improper glass, too. I think the IPAs actually have a glass that comes up with a little bubble and a top that actually helps hold the head.
Like a
the head, I read, actually holds the flavor notes inside of the beer. So if you have a nice frothy head like that, you actually retain the flavor within the beer as you drink it.
Well, there it is.
Yeah, so my bizzle, dude, we have pint glasses. Shoot me. Whatever, I'll get new ones next time.
That's alright. Pat looks like he's going to have a ton of flavor in his beer because his head's 3 inches thick there.
I thought you said I have a tiny head.
That was the first time in your life you had a big head. Congrats.
My mom says I have a big, normal size head.
That's what mom said.
Come on, dude. Seriously?
It's an awesome beer.
I just sucked it out of my nose, dude. That wasn't cool.
Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. So, what are your thoughts?
It's not bad. It's not a bad IPA. We do a lot of IPAs on the shows. If you guys haven't noticed, hops are kind of our thing.
It's kind of a San Diego thing.
It really is, though. And you know what?
And we're kind of San Diego guys.
If you're a San Diego guy and you brew beer, you kind of have to do an IPA to kind of have your cojones in the game. Like,
yeah, that's kind of like your
You don't. If you don't do an IPA, you're kind of not a San Diego brewer.
What are you doing?
I don't mean to say that as a mean thing, but it's true.
Yeah.
So you have to have an original IPA and then get it out there.
I mean, if you're doing any kind of brew and you're going up against guys like Stone and you're going against breweries like Coronado and Ballast Point, where they're not afraid. They're going
to have a 97% hoppy beer.
Yeah, and they're going to be high alcohol content. They're going to be strong beers. You got to be able to, throw your hat in that ring and.
What do you think about this? To me, this is a hoppy beer, but it's not extremely hoppy. It's actually a more smooth IPA.
It's like one of those things. If you're trying to ease into something that's hoppy, ease into that pine tree flavor beer.
This is a great starter beer.
Yeah, this really is. Or say you're like,
good taste notes.
I really want an IPA, but I'm super full. I just had dinner, and I don't think I can sit down and have a beer that's going to be that heavy. This is the call. It's light, it's drinkable, it has the bitterness, it has the dry,
It seriously is. This is an IPA that would be a great starter IPA for people that want to work their ways up to, the mega hop.
You ready for this one? IPA light.
Oh my god, dude, this is an IPA light.
Done.
Port Brewing, I don't think you guys realize what you just did, but you just made the first light IPA.
And that's not a bad thing.
By no means.
Please don't equate this with a Bud Light. We're saying this is an IPA, light. Oh wow, it's 98 degrees outside and I'm barbecuing, but I really want an IPA, but there's no way that I can stomach that. I want an IPA light, aka.
Just like Samuel Adams makes, I prefer Samuel Adams light over Sam Adams any day.
Absolutely.
Dude, Port Brewing, way to freaking go, guys. You guys made an IPA that I could have on a summer day and not feel like I have a full stomach afterwards.
I kind of want to tag IPA light.
Dude, I'm so tagging IPA light. Good, dude. Good term. I had to hold back the F-bomb on that one, but good term, man.
Good
you
term,
guys,
good beer.
Just for that fact that Scott brought that up, I was at about a 7. I'm gonna give you guys about a 7.5 on this one actually, because you know what? I like the fact that you made an IPA light, and I'm gonna support that, and I'm gonna tag that in our videos as IPA light.
I'm gonna put it at an 8 because of that exact same reason.
Great job, dude. This is actually very drinkable. Has all the IPA characteristics.
But you can have more than one.
But you can drink it quicker.
Day. Absolutely. You guys did a
That's
great
such a good
job.
call, dude.
Made a drinkable beer.
Wow. Cheers, dude.
Hey, cheers to Wipeout.
But you know what's funny on this bottle? It says this massively hoppy beer gets its flavor and attitude from no less than 5 hops variety, including Amarillo, Cascade, Sentinel, Simcoe, and Summit. And that's funny to me that they say they use 5 hops because it really does not come across like that.
Sometimes it's just one of those things that they all blend together really well. It doesn't have to be super hoppy because they use 5 hops. It could just be flavor characteristics.
Maybe they just made an extremely perfect IPA.
Yeah, you guys did a pretty goddamn good job.
Port Brewing, way to go, San Diego. I'm proud to have you in our San Marcos, San Diego contingent.
Absolutely.
Cheers, Scott.
Cheers. Hey, guys, thanks for checking in. Beer's Gone Bad. This is one of my most favorite beers I've actually brewed to date, or reviewed to date. And, thanks. Thanks for checking in.
I concur, dude. The beer's gone bad, dude.
Beer flows like wine.
We'll see you next time. Port Brewing, this is to you. Good job, guys.
Absolutely.
Wow.
God, they really did.